Alright, today we got all our gas lines on. And I'm not really happy with the bracket I used to mount the burners. I may take that off and redo it. That's what I have for right now. It's laying on its side, obviously. And these are the hinged tops with the kegs laying. That hurt my ear. And I'm leaving the extra piece of hinge on there. I think I'm going to mount a electric start spark to that, which lands just above the burners there. So that'll be nice. 3 different kinds of burners right now, just because it's what I had. I'm going with what I have. I'm working on the pump mount now. So this is the bracket that I'm going to weld on here. And then I'm going to mount the pump off of the wood bracket that I used to have on my old stand over here. My old wood stand. And put on that metal stand right there. That metal frame. And I'll mount it back in pretty deep so nothing's sticking forward. But I'm trying to keep it to where when flush, you know, there's nothing really sticking out. A little bit of hose there, but I'm putting a pipe in front of there anyway, so that'll help protect that. But I don't really want anything sticking out the front. So that's where we're at right now. Working on welding that bracket in there. And of course when we get our second pump, we'll do the exact same right here. We'll put a metal bracket similar to that one over there, right here. Mount that and run the electrical cord down the back frame down here. I'll run it across there, down that, and across there. I'll have to cut a hole in that. There's a little hole in there, but not big enough for wiring. And then down this side. This one will already be on this side of the bracket here. And then down and up. And I'll probably go out the back of this pipe here. Or maybe I'll stay inside the pipe and go out the back at the top. I'm planning on putting some tubing off, metal tubing off the corner there and coming up off the side and building myself a panel over here up above the top of it so that I can put switches for the pumps, and if I ever get those electric ignites in there, I'll put those on that as well. And of course they're right there. They'll be right there, there, and there. So it's laying down right now, so it's hard to see what's what, but just want to show you where I was at currently with the build. I added the center burner in there because I did go out and get a new, let's see here, keg fitting for that keg there. Put that on today and drilled the hole in the top of that. Got that all set up for a lid. So now I have 3 kegs, and I'll get away from the cooler and I'll just run a recirculation on the mash tun. So what I will need to purchase still, I don't have, is, well, maybe I won't. I'll have to take it out of the cooler. A false bottom for the mash tun. I'll have to get the cooler one, take it apart, and add it to the bottom of the new keg I built so that I can have a recirculation going. Otherwise, I would just burn the bottom of the grain sitting on the bottom. So that's where we're at right now. Alright. Pump's attached. Put it on there. Need to run the conduit down the back here. Get it all going. Might knock those screws down a little bit. They're a little bit long. Down in there. So it's in there. I think it's pretty flush with the face of it here. You know, out the hoses. I'm gonna do quick disc. I'm gonna take these off and put quick disconnects on here, so it may come out a little bit. We'll see. It's back in there. On. Off. I kind of bent that a little bit when I was going. There we go. Just got to tighten that back into the right level. So that's pump 1. Pump 2 will look exactly the same, only over here. Once I purchase it, I haven't purchased pump 2 yet. Wheels are not on yet because I'm still trying to build some gussets for the corners to put the wheels in. I've got the wheels, but I don't want to put them in the exact corner of the bed frames. I just think I'd put in a hole in that. I don't have enough strength there, so I'm going to build some corner gussets out of 10 gauge steel, I believe. Do a 6-inch by 6-inch by whatever the 8-inch maybe length is. I don't know which my triangles really well, so 6 by 6 by I think 8. And just weld that onto the bottom corner of each one of those, and then we'll drill at the center of that put the wheels in that. We'll weld them up underneath the bottom side so they're not welded inside and have a chance to pop out. Then we'll start working on our gas pipe. Just going to go along here. And then we'll have new gas lines coming into these. Instead of having each one of those for its own propane, we're going to do one long line coming off the end over here and put the propane down here at this end on just the ground. And that'll be my brew kettle, that'll be my mash tun, that'll be my hot liquor tank. This will be the front of it. Welded my initials in the front of it there, just for fun. I don't know, not really welded, but just for fun. I'm going to spray paint the whole thing black. I've been doing little by little. I've been going through and grinding off all the paint on these things. Man, does that stink, grinding off that paint. So you can see it's ground off of the front all the way around. All the way, I got this one to do grinding. I got the whole back mostly to do. I started going down that one there, and my grinding wheel sander got clogged up with paint, and I had to stop on that one. So I could do down that one across the whole back, down that whole side, up and down that whole side. And then that'll have the whole face of it and across the bottom of there. The whole face of the outside done. Won't be grinding the inside of it. If I did it before I started, maybe, but it's too hard to get down in those angles of the stuff. So trying to grind inside here would be impossible. It's too much work getting inside there. And I don't really care too much about it. I don't know if I'll grind the front of these or not. I probably will. Grind the faces of these. I don't know, maybe not. They're the part that's going to get hit with the most flames, so they'll probably just turn black anyway. And I'm going to spray paint them black, so I'm not too worried about it.